guys can hear me. Please, if you can see me right now, please let me know if you can hear me before I get started. The thing is, I recently discovered something in Blender and I want to quickly share it with you guys. If you can hear me, please let me know if there's any issue with the live stream so that I don't end up just wasting your time or my time. Okay, I think there is no issue because nobody's saying anything right now. So I'm going to quickly get started. So I'm still going to make a video about this particular thing I'm doing right now, but I just want to like talk about it because this feels like chatting, unlike when I make the regular YouTube uploads, because we can both talk together. You can ask me anything and I can directly answer you right now. Okay, so I'm going to get started. I want to talk about this add-on called LensSim. I recently discovered that this add-on is basically the secret to, if you're looking to make cinematic renders in Blender, like you don't have to do any other different polishing. With just this add-on, you can get a cinematic look, you can get a cinematic render. So I'm going to quickly build a scene here, a very simple and basic scene here using Polyhaven, the add-on from Polyhaven. So I'm going to go into my asset browser and I'm going to go into the Polyhaven library and I go to the models section. Then I'm going to increase my thumbnail size to about 150 so that I can clearly see whatever thing I'm picking or selecting. So okay, it's all right. So I'm going to look for anything I can add to this scene right now. Don't worry about this guy that you can see here, this naked guy. This is my reference. This is what I use to reference the scene anytime I'm making a scene or anytime I'm modeling something. So quickly I'm going to look for, let's switch to this side, nature packs. I'm looking for anything that can be our floor. Okay, I think I like this one, so I'm going to just pick this guy and just drop it here. So as you can see, we have a floor right now, but the floor is floating, so I'm going to pull it down a bit. Then I'm going to change the size, the texture size. I'm going to change it to be 4K, yes, because I want it to be detailed. So it's downloading right now. And then look for some other props that we can add into this scene here. So what is going to look good in this particular scene? Okay, I'm not seeing anything I think I would want to add here right now. So let's go to this industrial section. Okay, I think I like this concrete barrier thing here. So I'm going to drag it and just place it here for now, right? Then, okay, I think my camera is currently blocking the Blender camera. So I think you guys can see what the camera is doing right now. This feed is coming from my Blender's camera. So I have one thing here now. I'm going to also add another barrier, which is this one. So I'm going to do this fence, this modular fence. I'm going to put it at the back here. Then from the camera view, I'm going to see what it looks like and where I want to place it. So I think it's fine there. And I'm going to pull these barriers into our scene. I'm just basically making a simple scene, nothing too serious, nothing too complicated right now. Okay, I'm just placing them here and there, and I think I'm just going to make use of this. Normally on the normal day, I don't make use of my reference in the final render. It's either I'm just going to delete it, or I'm just going to hide him somewhere where the camera is not going to be seeing him. But for this particular video, I am making this video because I just want to chat with you guys. I want us to talk. I want us to take a look at what I discovered together. And I'm still going to officially make a video where I'm going to post on my YouTube here. But this is the part where we get to have a conversation about what is going on here. So right now, I'm thinking, what else should I add? Let me look for any other details that can be added to this scene. I think I saw something. Okay, this dustbin, this trash can here, I'm also going to add it. So I'll just pull it here. Then I'm going to use this barrier thing as the foreground of our camera. So quickly, I'm going to change my shading mode here so that you guys can see what the texture of each of these stuffs look like. Right, that's looking nice to me. I'm going to bring the camera forward a bit. Yes. So I'm still going to shift this camera view a bit so that you guys can see it, because I'm still blocking the camera. So you guys can clearly see the camera right now. So I'm going to also increase the texture size of these guys because they are close to the camera. So I'm going to do 4K there. I'm going to do 4K here also. Then for this one, let's do 2K. I wanted to press 2K, not 4K, because it's like a little bit far from the camera, so we can't really see. Then I'm going to go into my HDRIs here. I'm going to look for an outdoor environment that will be good for. I don't want anything that is too colorful, so just look for something simple. Okay, let's take this one and see. Just drag it into your scene and just let go of it. Then what happened? Okay, yeah, it's here already, but we can't see it because I need to change this to scene world. Let's do it here. Oh no, here. So I'm changing this to scene world. Right now we can see the HDRI that we just imported. So I'm going to increase the quality of our HDRI to 4K also. Then I'm going to do a quick render with the inbuilt Blender's default camera so that we can compare whenever we are done. So let's check my render settings. I'm going to use circles. I'm going to use GPU. I'm just going to do 128 over here. What else? Let's do 128 here also. Then my render, okay, maybe let's do 80% because we don't have a lot of time to wait for renders. So let's see what our Blender default camera looks like. Okay, as you can see from the camera view, this is what our Blender default camera is giving us. Let me move this light out of the way for a little bit. So I'm going to go into my world settings and I'm just going to start rotating my world until it gets to that sweet spot. I'm going to delete or hide this light for the meantime. And increase the strength of our world by 2 or maybe 1. Let's see. Same world and same light. Yes. I don't know. I'm not getting that sweet spot that I'm looking for yet. So I'm going to figure. Nope. Okay, the problem I'm having right now is that I don't like how everything is just lit right now, because sorry, I'm confirming if everything is going on well over here. Please do let me know if my video is lagging or if my sound is bad and I need to fix it, please. So I think I'm going to look for another HDR right here, because I need something that has like a very strong sun. So I'm going to test a few HDRI here. So let's go with okay, let me just pick randomly, and if I luckily get somewhere, then we can just stick with that. Okay, let me change it. This is what we have right now. Let's see my strength, and let's rotate the environment a bit. Okay, I think I know what to do right now. I'm going to lower the strength of the HDRI, right? Then I'm going to unhide my light. Yes. Then let's change the light to area lighting. Beautiful. Let's change the power to 500. And let's go back to our world settings here and play around with the strength of the world. Let's do -2 here. Okay. We are starting to get to what I have been looking for. Okay, right now this is what the Blender default camera is giving us. So I'm going to quickly add the depth of field here, and I'm going to focus on this concrete slab here, and I'm going to do a quick render. So let's wait and see what the render looks like. Is that all? Nope. Okay, this is what we are getting from Blender. As you can see, that's the default Blender's camera. Then I'm just going to do slot 2 so that we can come back and compare later. And I'm going to quickly convert our default Blender camera to the lens sim camera. So I'm just going to tap this button here, as you can see, convert. Okay, now we have converted the camera. So we have a lot of camera and lenses. I think it's lens, not camera, but we have a lot of lenses here. So I'm going to switch to the, I think this currently, this is my favorite. This 61 mm anastigmatic anamorphic lens. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but I like that particular camera because the name sounds cinematic. Anastigmatic sounds cinematic, and I also like what the lens is doing to my Blender scene. So I just hope that Blender is not going to get annoyed with the way I'm calling the. Okay. All right, we have the perfect camera or lens right now, and I'm going to reduce my f-stop so that we get more of that cinematic juice. Then maybe this, I think if you know anything about crop factor, you would notice that this lens has a crop factor. So I'm just going to pull my scene backward a bit. Then I'm also going to pull this guy in a bit, or maybe even closer to the camera, right? That's good. Then you can now hit render. Then let's take a look at the difference. Okay, I'm going to hide my face right now because I'm distracting you guys right now. Okay, this is what we have still rendering, and we are going to compare this with the default Blender, camera. Still waiting for the render to be done. Okay, so this is the render, and right now we are going to compare between the first render we did and this one. So this is our slot 1. This is the Blender's default camera, and then you can see how this looks very default and very 3D. Like, it looks like what comes out of a 3D scene. Like, you can see there's no artifacts on the lens, there's no bokeh, like the swirly background. None of that is happening here right now, and there's no soft focusing or anything that happens in the real life camera or lenses that we use. So I'm going to go into the slot 2, which is from the lens sim, and you can see how this automatically turns to like a cinematic scene. This looks like what comes out of a, is it analog? Yes, an analog camera, and this looks very beautiful in my opinion. And also, I'm going to, in the video I'll be making some days from now, I'm going to go in depth, but I wanted to come up here with you guys so that we can chat and talk about this. Probably if you have a question, you can ask me and we get to solve the issues together. So I'm going to leave the renders for you guys to like pay attention to and see the differences that we have here. So okay, I'm going to do, let me change some of my settings here on the color. So I'm going to do filmic and high contrast, right? So we go back to view our renders again. So you can see how beautiful and very realistic, and don't forget, very cinematic, because this is coming from the anismatic, also from the anismatic lens, coming from a lens sim. So I'm going to switch to the default Blender camera, and as you can see, this looks very flat and default, just as the name implies, compared to what this cinematic render looks like, because this is looking like what you see from the movies. So I'm going to tweak my lighting a bit. Come in. Okay, I'm back. Let me turn on my camera real quick. Webcam, where are you? Okay, I said before I left, I said I'm going to tweak my lighting a bit, and then we go back to render again. So let's see what we have here. Okay, let's tweak our lighting a bit. So maybe we should do like a night scene and see what the final render is going to look like. Let me increase the size of what the camera is seeing so that you guys can clearly see it. Display capture, yeah. Now, right now. Okay, yeah, I'm supposed to go back into my HDRI pack that comes from Polyhaven, and then I'm supposed to look for something like outdoor nighttime. Do we have anything like outdoor nighttime here? Nope. What's going on? How on earth is there no nighttime HDRI? Wow, are you kidding me? Okay, I think this is night. So let me go with this one. Yep, looks like night. So oh, let me reduce the power here so that we can increase the night look. Then I'm going to change the color of my lights here just to mimic night time. Are we good? Okay. No, let's take it back to white. First of all, starting from the environment, I'm going to push it to the blue side so that we can get that automatic night look. Then as for my light here, I'm going to use my light to create contrast. I'm going to go with a white balance of about 3500. Then change the light type and let's see what we get. Sun, that's too harsh. Point. Okay, I think this aerial lighting is okay. Now I'm going to introduce a new guy into the scene. So I'm going to go back into my props from Polyhaven, and I'm going to look for something that is going to sit on this our concrete slab here. Let's say, I think I saw something like a football. Yes. Okay, let's go with this. So I'm going to drag this quickly into my scene, and I'm going to do focus here. I'm going to quickly drag it. Come here, bro. I'm going to quickly drag it and place it here, right? Place it here, and then maybe rotate it on the z-axis. Then maybe duplicate our lighting. I'm already seeing a story from just this ordinary nonsense scene that I'm building, because I'm not after anything. I'm just bringing in props and just randomly placing them anywhere I like, and I'm starting to see a scene already. I don't know if this is because I saw Stranger Things recently, because I'm starting to see something that looks like a movie. So I'm introducing a new light here because I want to highlight this board I just brought in. This board that you can see here, I'm trying to highlight the ball so that we can make the ball very visible in our scene. So this is all about the ball. So I'm going to reduce my light to about 200 here. Then I'll zoom out and see what I have in my scene. Not bad. I'm still going to duplicate the light again. Sorry to break your heart. I'm going to duplicate the light one more time, and this time around, why is nobody talking to me on this live session? I don't know why nobody has said anything. Or is it that something is, are you guys even seeing me at all? Is something wrong? Because I've not heard from anybody since I started this live session. I'm going to go on the live myself and quickly text myself just to confirm if you guys can clearly see me, because I'm starting to think that something is wrong because nobody has said anything. So I'm doing a test here. Hi Neddy, talking to myself because you guys are refusing to talk to me. So I just dropped a comment, and yes, nothing is wrong. So it's nice to discover that it's you guys don't want to talk to me. So let's continue with building our cinematic scene. So where did I stop? So I said just now that I'm going to duplicate this. I'm going to duplicate this light. Yeah, so just do Shift D and then push the light over to this place. Wow. I'm going to reduce the light. Let's do 10%. And I'm just going to randomly focus the light elsewhere and see what it does. I'm going to change the light to blue lighting. Nice. Just to complement that nighttime light. Oh wow, there's nothing I can do there right now. So this is the second lighting we did just now. I did this lighting just now here with you guys. So nice, looking good. Before I render, I'm going to change the slot to another slot. So let's do view render, then change the slot to the third slot. Then we can now wait before we render. Don't worry about that. Let's do render image and let's wait for the render to be done. Okay, remove your face. Remove my face from there. Remove every other details so that you guys can see what is going on. So remove the goals. I'm also going to remove the chat box because nobody is talking to me right now. So we don't need that. Nice. So this is the second lighting we did, and this is the final render. As you can see, this looks like what came out of a movie scene. Let's do slot 1 again. This is our Blender default camera, and the second slot was coming from our lens sim add-on, which looks very, very filmic. It looks like a movie scene. I don't know if YouTube is letting you guys see this like in the best quality. I'm coming. Okay, then this is the last. Huh? The last one is this last slot. This is the last one we did here, and it's looking nice and beautiful. So should I do one more? Should I do one more lighting before we go out? Yes, I will. Maybe I'll just bring in some new props and okay, Nikki, this is the first person that is talking to me today. Nikki, hi, thanks for joining me. If you have any questions about Blender or what we are doing right now, you can just ask me, and if it's something I know about, I can let you know. So I'm bringing back the chat box because somebody is talking to us right now. So let's quickly do some other like scene setup, or maybe just bring in a new prop. Yeah, you are the first guy that's talking to me today, and thanks for joining the live session. So I'm trying to maybe look for another prop here. So Nikki, if you have any idea about Blender, showcasing an add-on in Blender that automatically turns your renders into like a very filmic or a very cinematic render. So let me show you once again, just in case if you are just joining me. This is a scene I built maybe before you came in. This is a scene I built here. You can see the skeleton of the skin here. This is what it looks like, right? And this is what the official Blender default camera rendered, which is like very flat, which is what we're talking about today, how to make your renders look very cinematic. This is Blender's default camera, and it is very flat, and this is what the add-on we are talking about did. So this looks more filmic. If you pay attention to this render, it looks like what you see from a movie. And we also changed the lighting of the whole scene to a nighttime scene and see what the render looks like. And this is what we got from the nighttime. So before you started talking to me, I was about to make something different. So let's go back into our scene here and just try to introduce one new thing. So yes, thank you. Lens distortion. Yeah, you are correct. Lens distortion. Do you have any idea about Blender? Have you ever used Blender before, or this is your first time seeing Blender? The lens distortion is what is like giving us the film look, because on a normal day and in real life terms, these things they happen in our, what is it called, in our normal camera that we use. But Blender's default camera does not add any lens distortion or imperfections to your renders, which is where the lens sim comes in. So lens sim is adding distortions, the camera, what's it called, the camera features that makes the camera to look like not perfect. Nice. You use Blender 4.32. I currently use 4.50, and I don't think the version of the Blender, I don't think it really matters. It doesn't really matter, because with Blender 2.0 you can also do what I'm doing right now. So I'm going to go ahead to just maybe bring in something. Okay, let's see what this TV can do for us. So I'm going to bring in this TV and place it here. Okay, your channel is about 3D. I'm going to check you out once I'm done. Okay, I brought in a new TV, and for the first time I'm going to remove my reference camera because he's no longer the hero of my scene. Okay, let me bring back my face so that you guys can see me. Okay, I'm back. All right. Okay, I'm going to change the lighting of this scene so that it fits with the new story that we have here, which is the story of this television I just brought in. Ooh, this. Okay, let me bring in this one also. I think this is going to make our scene look spooky, or more like what comes out of a horror film. So I'm also going to move my camera down a bit. Nice. Are you kidding me? So I'm going to change the focus of the camera to something else. Focus empty, which is the stuff we just brought in, the wheelchair we just brought in. So focus on the wheelchair, and then I'm going to raise the camera again because I'm starting to see where the floor ended. You said, Nikki, you said you dislike your content. Why do you dislike your content? Okay. Nice. So we have a very good horror scene going on here. So as for this TV, I don't even know what to do with it right now. What if I place the TV here? Does it make any sense? Maybe the TV should be floating in the air. So let's do float in the air. I still don't like it. Okay, Nikki is saying he's not a perfect guy. That's why he dislikes his content. But I'm going to be honest with you right now. The title of this video is The Secret to like Cinematic Look, right? And apart from this add-on that I'm reviewing today, another secret to cinematic renders and realism in Blender is imperfection. So if you say you are not a perfect person, then you're on the good side. I'll tell you that for free. You're on the good side, because let's take this example. Let's say you are modeling a phone. Do I have a phone? Okay, let's say this is a phone. Nikki, I'm talking to you. Let's say this is a phone. You are modeling this phone inside of Blender, and you make this model too perfect. There is no scratches on the surface of the phone. There is no fingerprints like you can see here. There's no fingerprints on the body of the phone you modeled in Blender. That phone is not going to look real. It's not going to look cinematic. Why? Because the phone is perfect. So the real secret, apart from this add-on I'm talking about today, the real secret to to realism in Blender is imperfection. So if you're not perfect, please stop fighting yourself to become perfect. If you're not perfect, you're on the good side. Because if let's talk about, let me highlight, my topic is is changing right now. So let me quickly demonstrate something for you. So taking a look at what we have in the scene here, I'm talking about this trash can. Now look at this trash can. This trash can is not perfect. You can see dust on the body, you can see scratches, you can see rusts. And the reason why this is looking good is because it is not perfect. So please, Nikki, anytime you're working in Blender, don't be scared of don't even try to become perfect. Just do you, just be yourself, and you see that your results are going to be definitely perfect, because you have to be imperfect to become perfect. So let's continue with what we were doing here before Nikki came in. So right now I brought in a new wheelchair, and I was about to change my lighting to something that fits this new. So let's do, is it Alt is R? Yeah, Alt R to reset the rotation of this lighting. So I'm going to place the light above this wheelchair. So I might turn it to a spotlight, because I'm trying to focus. I'm trying to focus on the chair right now. So let's see what spot can do for us. Okay, not bad. So I got another idea just now, but this idea is going to like be heavy on our scene. But let's see what our scene can, let's see what my computer can handle. So I added a new box, as you can see here. So I'm going to scale the box, and if you are used to using box for your fog, then you automatically know what I'm trying to do right now. I'm just trying to introduce a fog to this scene that I'm building right now. So Ada Believe, that's my brother. Thanks for joining us on this live session. So I'm going to go into the shader settings here, shader editor. Wow. Okay, this is my shader editor, and I'm going to quickly remove this guy from here. Wow. Yeah. Okay. You did the rotoscoping live stream a few hours ago. I'm going to have to like check you out after this live session. I did not plan to spend a lot of time here, but well, I'm already spending the time. So let me quickly go to principled volume here, and I'm just going to plug this guy into our volume so that we have that fog. Then I'm going to start reducing the density until it gets to a level that I'm okay with. This is not bad. Then we're going into our object properties, and I'm just going to change the visibility of this, our fog box, into wire so that we can see our scene. Then I'm also going to make it in a way that I can no longer select it. So let's do this Right now I can no longer select the fog. So I'm going to start changing my lighting. This particular light, I'm going to hide you for a minute. Then I'm going to focus on my spotlight. Oh, you love and hate rotoscoping. Nobody loves rotoscoping. I think there are a bit of a few AI tools here and there that you can use for rotoscoping. There are some AI tools. I think I've tried Beeple. I don't know if it's Beeble. I don't know if it's Beeble or Beeple. I've tried it before and it did a nice job. Which other one have I tried? I'm trying to recall their name, but I think there are some AI tools you can use to like do rotoscoping for you. There's also Kling AI. I've been seeing a lot of videos about it online, but I haven't tried it before, so I can't see anything about it. So for this light, I'm going to increase the lighting. Since we have fog, the fog has reduced our light. I don't know what is going on right now, but this is not what I expected to see. I was trying to create something that looks like a God rays. Okay, Nikki does not like using AI tools. That's not bad. It's not everybody that likes using AI. Me too, I don't like using AI. But sometimes you just have to experiment and like see what a particular tool can do. So I'm going to reduce, is it a radius? No. The spot size, yes. Nice. This is exactly what I'm looking for. So I'm starting to see the God rays. Nice. Now I need to increase. Oh, I love AI. Okay, sorry. Nikki loves AI. Okay, nice. This is exactly what I was looking for. So I'm going to push the light backward a bit and then okay, I'm going to make room so that you guys can see the beauty of what we are creating here. Let me also move these socials out of the way. Let me pull it down a bit so that you guys can see. Yep, that's enough space. That's enough space. So I feel like I'm joking here right now, and at the same time with my joke, I'm creating something very cinematic and very filmic. So right now, I'm going to start rotating this light because I wanted it to come from the back. And I'm also going to change the light to something that looks like red because this is horror. This is Stranger Things. I think Stranger Things use this kind of red, pinky, red plus one other color. I can't remember the other color right now. I think it's this blue we can see behind the scene. Okay, Nikki, you love AI, but it depends on the project you are working on. Exactly. Most of what AI can deliver, you can't even you can't send that to your clients. I don't recommend that. I've tried few AI tools. It's just for my own personal experiments. Like I don't use it for professional jobs. Nah, because most of the time the quality is usually not presentable. Okay, we have another light here that we hit before, and then we are trying to see what we can do with the lights. So I'm going to start moving the lights around, see the best place that we can place this light. Let's change the color to blue, or let's use the same pinky red from Stranger Things. Then let's bring it to the front here. Going to bring it down also, change it from area lighting to point light or spotlight again. I'm trying to do something that looks like it's slant lighting, because right now we can no longer see the concrete slab that we have here. So I want to use a light to define them. So what type of light is going to be the best right now? What type of light is going to be the best? So good. Nikki is entertaining me here right now. He said, if I ever need a roto guy, he's not the guy. I'm still going to like take a look at your stuff and like see what you are creating after I finish from here. Okay, nice. Now we can now see that we have a concrete slab here, because this is exactly what I was trying to create. Now let's increase the light a bit. Nice. Then let's reduce the radius. Right. Then let's play with the, I can't see the light anymore. Let's go to the top view. Right. I think I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this, except the fact that I can no longer see the second slab. So let's duplicate this light here. Go to my top view, rotate the lights. What did I press just now? What did I press just now? Okay. Apart from Blender or blending, I'm also a music video director. I make short films, and what else do I do again? Okay, I'm also a 3D artist. I'm also a 3D artist, which is what I'm doing right now. So I'm using the ideas, and I'm using all of the knowledge and ideas I have from my different work. Let's see. Not bad. Nope. Manageable. I'm a music video director. You can check my Instagram. My socials are showing on the screen there. You can see my socials on the screen. Nerdy Pictures on Instagram. I've shot a lot of music videos, and I've made some few personal projects also that I've not released on my YouTube yet. So a lot of persons maybe don't know that I'm into cinematography as a whole, because I don't post a lot of my video jobs on YouTube here, because majority of the audience I have here is here for Blender. So I'm just trying to give them what they are looking for. There's no way to triple like the stream. So let's quickly do view render and change the slot to slot 4, and finally render our last scene before I go offline. But before I go offline, permit me to just, I feel like I need to quickly add in one simple, going into my asset browser from Polyhaven. Please, you guys support Polyhaven because those guys, they are crazy. Everything you are seeing here is free. You can make use of these props, their materials, their what is it called? Their HDRI for environments. Their I've mentioned material. You can make use of it. You can easily and quickly build a scene in Blender, like you can see here. This live session is barely just an hour, and I have made a very mighty and very beautiful scene that looks like something that came out of Stranger Things. Because if I just impute Stranger Things logo here now, you are just going to be deceived and you're not going to know that this is just Blender. So let me quickly look for something. I'm looking for something that is going to be floating in the air. So anything that has that horror look inbuilt is what I'm looking for right now. You can also recommend based on what you are seeing on my screen. If there's anything that you know that look good that I can add that will be floating on the wheelchair. Okay, nothing is here. I don't think anything can be here because this is nature. No. Okay, maybe let me jump into another add-on, which is called what's the name again? Blender Kit. So in Blender Kit, I'm going to change my setting to free first because I'm not using a paid version of Blender Kit right now. So I'm going to look for anything that I can place in my scene. Okay, so that we don't spend so much time, let me just search for horror. Let me search for horror and see whatever they have that looks wow, nice. The idea is here right now. What I have been looking for is a skull. A skull is what I have been looking for. Let me quickly search for. Okay, Polyhaven is not giving us any skull. So let me head over to Blender Kit. Let me head over to Blender Kit and look for a high quality skull. Nice. Nice. Okay, I'm going to go with this one. I'm going to put the skull on our wheelchair here. Are you sure that's where you placed it? Nah, I placed it at the wrong place. So I'm going to quickly please, if this is your first time seeing me, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you love what you are seeing right now and you want to see more, please subscribe and share with anybody. Well, why is this thing coming with a text? Delete the text and then continue. You can also share with anybody that loves to see this type of content. Okay, our skull is in the scene right now, and we now have a brand new problem. The skull is not visible. So instead of skull, I can also look for a cross that can be floating in the air. Because I'm dealing with silhouette right now. I'm dealing with silhouette right now. So a cross. Are you telling me? Is there another name for cross? Because I don't know why this thing is not showing me cross right now. Maybe there's another name for cross that I don't know. Okay, we are stepping into the paid part of Blender Kit. So move back because I have not paid for it yet. I only paid for Polyhaven to get the add-on in my PC here. So let's manage this cross since I'm using a free version of Blender Kit right now. No, I don't use Nuke because let me be honest with you, I'm scared of it. I don't like anything that is going to stress me or anything that is going to take a lot of time to learn and to master it. So I just love to stay in my Blender and do whatever I want to do in Blender. Okay, this cross is looking better than I anticipated. So for the skull, I'm going to take the skull out. I've deleted the skull. Then maybe I can try to play around with my lighting a bit and move it forward a bit and see. Okay, not bad. We have a cross now. The last thing I'm going to bring in before I go out, Houdini. Also, Houdini, I haven't used Houdini before. I only use, anytime I want to make graphic designs, I use Photoshop. Anytime I want to do anything that has to do with 3D, I use Blender, like I'm using right now. Anytime I want to do anything that has to do with coloring, I use DaVinci Resolve. Then anytime I want to do editing, music videos, movies, or anything I want to edit, or maybe my YouTube content, I use Premiere Pro. Then anytime I want to do, yes, I do everything in Blender. Anytime I want to do maybe a simple content that I want to be quick and fast with it, but not professional contents, I use CapCut. And CapCut is slowly getting there. Like it's about to take over Premiere Pro because there's a lot of things you can do there. But unfortunately, I don't use it for professional projects. So now we have a cross, and I mentioned a candle just now. Mentioned a candle. Okay. Let's go here. I'm searching for candle on the two assets websites that I have, or add-on that I have available here right now. Interesting. Okay. You guys are not giving me the type of candle. Nice. Okay, I've seen something that I like. I like this. And I like this. So I'm going to quickly pick this guy. I'm going to quickly pick this guy. And I'm also going to pick this candle light. Right? Then quickly, let me make more room so that you guys can see. Thank you, Don King Kim. I don't know if I'm pronouncing your name right. Thanks for subscribing. That's our first subscriber for today. So I'm going to rotate this candle that I just brought in because X, no, on Y axis, yes, and 90. Minus 90. Yep. So that's the candle I just brought in, as you can see here. So I'm going to place the candle on one of these concrete slabs. You get the point of what I'm trying to build. It's not as if I prepared for this, and the ideas, they are just coming out of after bringing one thing, then you think of the other. After I brought the skull, I thought of a cross. After I brought the cross, I thought of candles. So I'm going to delete some of them because I don't need every single one of them. So I'm also going to delete this one. Delete. Should we keep 3 of them? What do you think, guys? Should I keep 3 of them, or okay, I think there's enough space, so definitely there is enough space, so let's keep the 3 of them. I'm also going to keep this guy, but I'm going to shift it a little bit to the side. Then I'm going to make sure. Wow, Nikki subscribed a few days ago. Thank you, Nikki. Thanks for joining me. I recently started doing this live session. Like, this is the first time anybody here is seeing my face. Am I lying or am I telling the truth? Because I'm not even sure anymore. I think this is the first time that anybody here is seeing my face on a live session. This is the first time I'm talking with you guys, like interaction. You're talking and responding. Oh wow, Nikki just mentioned something very, very important, which is called rule of third in cinematography. Thank you very much, because I've been modeling this whole scene without even paying attention to like the rule of third. So the rule of third is like this imaginary line that divides your scene into 3 equal parts. Yes, so you're going to make sure that the most important thing in your scene is sitting at this intersection points of these lines. I wish I have a picture of rule of third. I would have shown you guys like right now on the screen. Let me see my browser here. I'm trying to pull up rule of third here. Okay. Yes, this is a good example. Okay, take a look at this image. This is a good example of the rule of third that Nikki just talked about. This is the lines I was talking about, and the line is dividing the vertical. We have vertical and horizontal line, and it's dividing our scene into about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 equal parts. And these points where this line are meeting are the sweet spots where you are supposed to place your character, your prop, or that very important thing that you are trying to showcase. So Blender has it. Yes, you are correct, Nikki. Blender has the rule of third, and I'm going to turn it on after showing everybody this particular image. So this is where the dog is standing. You can see the dog is standing at that point where the 2 line meets. So that's the sweet spot. So let's get back to Blender, and let me quickly go into my camera. I think it's in the camera settings, right, Nikki? Yes, yeah, in my camera settings. Go to, you guys can't see this part because my face is covering it right now. Okay, let me off my webcam. So go into my composition and guides. Then we have the thirds, rule of third. Then it's not showing because I also off it here. So I have to come here on this guy. The scene we have right now is very, very, very dark. The scene is very, very dark, so it's going to be difficult to see the lines. So I'm changing my shading mode here. Extras. Okay, this is it. You can see the line on my camera here right now. I don't know if you can see it, but I can see it on my end here. So let's continue. So we are allowed to break the rules sometimes. So for this particular, so since I did not start with using the rule of third, I'm just going to leave it out for now. So right now we have candles, and there's something we have something we call motivation in cinematography. I'm very sure that Nikki knows about motivation because Nikki knows everything. So motivation is like when you have like a light in your scene, and this light, you are shooting a music video and you have is it room light, or what is that light called again? You have a bedside lamp, thank you, in your scene, and your artist is singing, and this light is not too bright. So what are you going to do? You're going to motivate the light. That is, you're going to lie to your viewers. You're going to bring a new light to place in a way that is going to look like the light is coming from the light that is not bright. I mean the bedside lamp that is not bright. So that's exactly what I'm going to do now. In our own case, we have candle lights. Let me zoom in here so that you can see. We have these candle lights that's automatically they are not bright. Like that's how they came in, they're not bright. So I'm going to add in a fake lighting that is going to make it look like the light is coming from the candle. So to do that, I'm going to create a new light. So this guy, you can go out for now. I'm going to create a new light. Yep, exactly. I'm going to create a new light, and it's going to be a point light. So where is the light? So this light is going to be the motivation for our candle light, because the candle light is not bright. So I'm going to place nice. I'm going to place the light above, directly above the candle, like this, right? Then I'm also going to change the color to match the color of the light, and I'm going to use the default temperature stuff that comes with Blender. And I'm going to use 3000. Not 800, 3000. Yep, nice. So we have a brand new problem. We can see our motivated light. So I think there's a way to fix this thing that I've seen before, but I've actually forgotten how to. Okay, first let's just take the brightness of the light down a bit. Wow. Okay, I think it's the radius that's supposed to make that thing go away. Okay, all you have to do is just increase your radius a bit, and this ugly round thing that is showing there on the motivated light is going to quickly go away. So I'm going to denoise my viewport, because right now it's taking a lot of time for you guys to see what I'm doing. So you see that ugly round thing there, that ugly round thing that you can see there is what I'm actually fighting with right now. So to take it out, what I did just now to like take it out is I went into my light settings and I increased my radius a bit. So let's take the radius up a bit, and it is going to automatically disappear. So now we have a light motivation for the candles. So I'm going to do a before and after for the candles. Now this is before the light motivation. You can see now that the candles are dead. The candles are dead. So I brought in a motivation, which is the light that I created with you guys just now, and you can see that the candles are now alive. So I think we have gotten to the point where we are safe to do a render test and see what this looks like. But I almost forgot this candle light that I brought in. So let's quickly see what the candle light can offer us. So I'm going to bring it here, raise it up, then rotate it on y-axis by 90 degrees. Is that correct? I think we are upside down now. Oh, rotates on y by minus 90 degrees. Correct. So the only good thing about this candle light that I just brought in is that it is animated. So right now I don't think I have plans to animate this scene, but I mean, so I'm not going to use it, so I'm just going to take it out. I'm just going to take it out. Then let's see if rotating our cross can add any interest to the scene. Yeah. It's this piece. I just removed that base thing. No, no, and no. So right now we are safe to do a render. So let's go back to view render and look for an empty slot and then render. So let's wait for the render to be done. Okay, I'll be right back as we wait for the render to be done. Let me just go and drink some water. Okay, still waiting for the render to be complete. Sure, this thing is moving. What really happened? Because okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to reduce some of my settings and come back and render again. So stopping the render, go out of the render frame, 80%. Yes. GPU, I'm rendering with my GPU. Then my denoise, let's do noise threshold of 0.1. . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 . 1 a light part. I don't need it. Then let's do 10 here, 10 here. Then my simplify, I'm going to simplify the scene. I'm going to put the render, the texture limit is going to be 4K. Anything more than 4K is not going to render. Or let's even do 2K. Yeah. Then my performance settings, use this and use this. Use persistent data. That is also going to help us to quickly get where we are going to. So I'm going to render again. And hopefully this time is going to be fast. Took only 17 seconds. So this is the final render. The stream is lagging. Wow. I think it's my internet that is causing this because... Okay, let me check it on my phone. Sorry guys, my internet is slow right now. Okay guys, I just check on my phone right now and I noticed that the stream is okay now, and I've gotten to the end of this live stream session. Let's just quickly go through everything that we created together using the Polyhaven what's it called, assets, and I also use some assets for Blender Kit, but the main man of today is, what's his name again? It's Lens Sim. That's the add-on I'm trying to promote to you guys. And this is the first render we did. This render is coming from the Blender's default camera, and in my opinion it looks very flat and doesn't look cinematic, because that's what we're after today. Doesn't look cinematic. And this is the second render we did coming from the Lens Sim camera, and this is what we got, which looks much more better than the Blender's default camera. If you don't know, or if you don't have any idea about 3D, this is definitely going to look like real life what is it called, photograph to you. You can just take a screenshot of this and just maybe show it to a friend that, does this look real? Then maybe let's let them be the judge. So this is the third render we did, which is where we turned the whole lighting to be night. We changed the HDRI, the environment, to become nighttime. We added this football on the concrete slab thing, and then that's it. Then the final one, we decided to change the whole scene to something that looks like horror. Wow, no, it was slot 4. Yeah, exactly. And this is what we created. So guys, thanks for joining the live session. I think we're going to call it a day. I don't know when next I'm going to be here, but definitely I'm going to be doing this more frequently. So please support me, subscribe, share it with your friends that would like to learn whatever we are doing here. And until next time, guys, I'm going to save this file, and if you need it, you let me know. I'm going to ship it to you. I'm going to send it to you. I'm going to upload it. I don't know how or where or how to communicate with you guys, or should I upload it right now and just post the link here? But I'm not. Let's first of all say, wow, are you kidding me? I did not save this guy. Session 1, right? Yep. Let's do session 2. So I'm going to remove okay, right now I'm currently removing what I don't have rights to share. So then I'm going to pack all. Automatically pack resources, then save. I'm going to quickly upload it and then make the link available. I'm going to add the link on the comment section. Cheers.